Hey everyone, welcome in. We have the Diablo 4 patch notes. They just dropped. We're going to read through them live, and I'm going to give my live impressions. I hope those of you that are watching this on YouTube enjoy this style of video. It's going to be a little bit longer in nature, and this is just sort of like off the top of the dome. We're going to be testing the patch later when we go live today over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/echohack, if you want to check that out. Let's go over to the patch notes. You can see my nice Steins Gate desktop here. The nice, the nice couch here with that Karisu. Anyway, the Diablo 4 team has diligently been monitoring your feedback as we introduce patches to keep your experience in Sanctuary smooth. We'll update the below list. Blah blah blah. All right, here we go. Patch 1.1.0a. All platforms. New unique items and legendary aspects have been discovered in Sanctuary. Use them to enhance your characters in the Eternal Seasonal Realm. These items can be attained from World Tier 4, and legendary aspects can be attained from any World Tier. 6 unique items. Avarion, the Spear of Lycander, Uber Unique Staff, World Tier 4. Gain a random shrine effect for 10 to 20 seconds after killing an elite enemy. Can only occur once every 30 seconds. Developer note, Avarion, the Spear of Lycander is an extremely rare drop. We wish you luck in recovering it from the armies of Burning Hells. Barbarian, Azurath, unique sword. Lucky hit. Your core skills have up to a 20% chance to freeze enemies for 3 seconds and deal cold damage to them. Okay, so first of all, you're not getting Avarion, but if you do, awesome, right? Okay, so Barbarian, Azurath. They're obviously trying to give Barbarian a freezing build. I don't think this 20% chance with lucky hit is like not good enough for a freezing build to occur. So I'm not sure how valuable this is. Well, actually, maybe I take that back. Barbarian has the arsenal system, so they can just equip this, right? Oh, maybe this is actually really good. Oh, man. So, like, you can equip your main weapon on a different slot. Oh, man. The arsenal system is so OP. All right, let's go on to Druid. Flesh Render, unique one-hand mace. Debilitating roar and bloodhowl deal damage to nearby poisoned enemies. Really? So this is like support Druid. Really interesting. I don't think that's like a GG level item, but this might help make support Druid a thing. Here we go. Necromancer, lidless wall, unique shield, lucky hit. While you have an active Bone Storm, hitting an enemy outside of Bone Storm has a 5 to 25% chance to spawn an additional. Dude, this is such a long read. Hold on. While you have an active Bone Storm, hitting an enemy outside of Bone Storm has a 5 to 25% chance to spawn an additional Bone Storm at their location. Each of your active sacrifice bonuses increases the chance by 25% and the total number of additional Bone Storms you have by +1. So you can get 100% chance with 3 sacks every single. Okay, I have to make I have to make a video about this. This is so every single Necromancer build is using this. This is incredible. This is wild, dude. Infinimist, dude. This is so good for Infinimist. I'm already using a shield. Oh my god. Okay. Big Necromancer buff there. Humongous. I mean, even Bone Spear is going to use this. I hope it's not like a Tempest Destroy level drop. Oh god. Oh man. Bone Graft? No, Infinimist. Shadow Bone Storm benefits from this the most. Like Bone Graft kind of benefits from this, but not as much as Infinimist does. All right, let's move on to Rogue. Eagle Horn, unique bow. Penetrating shot has a 30 to 80% chance. Not a lucky hit effect, by the way. Penetrating shot has a 30 to 80% chance to fire an arrow that bounces off of walls and scenery? You get Bone Spear, what? Hitting enemies from behind with penetrating shot will make them vulnerable? What? Pen Shot Rogue just got amazing. Okay. Sorcerer Oculus. Oh, we got Oculus in the game now. Gain the effect of teleport for free. When you evade using teleport, you are taken to a random location. Is this a meme? What? I wonder what random location actually means. What does that actually mean? It must just mean like one screen up or down or something. Okay. 7 new unique legendary aspects. Audacity, utility aspect. When there are at least 5 close enemies, stun them for 2 to 4 seconds. This can only occur once every 20 seconds. That's okay. Yeah, that's all right, especially while you're leveling. Craven, mobility aspect. Ooh, mobility. You gain 20 to 40% movement speed? while moving away from slow or chilled enemies. Oh. So this is like a speed farming aspect. This is really good. You might use this instead of Ghostwalker. 20 to 40%? I mean, with Necromancer, everything is slowed all the time because you just cast Decrepify. Yeah, Infinimus just got really good. Barbarian Ancestral Charge. Charge calls forth 4 ancients who also charge, dealing. Oh, that's actually nice. That's actually nice. It's like a charge build. Druid Subterranean. Poison Creepers active also casts Landslide in a circle around you, as if Druid wasn't already good. Earth skills deal 10 to 20% increased damage to poison enemies. Did Druid really need a buff? That's insane. Okay. Necromancer Gore Quills. Blood Lance will consume blood orbs to also conjure lances from them. Each additional Blood Lance deals 20 to 50% of normal damage and prioritizes. Oh, well, this makes Blood Lance actually like kind of okay. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. And all of these new aspects are on the I believe these are on the season journey. Rogue Pestilent Points. Every third cast of Puncture is poison imbued. I mean, I really like Puncture, but I'm not sure how good poison imbued on Puncture is for an aspect. That seems like maybe early game only. Searing Wards. After spending 200 to 100 mana, your next firewall is free. It will destroy incoming small missiles. I think they're okay. This is like, this is good. This is this is okay. Wow. This reads really funny. It's like, that's okay. Wow. Destroys incoming small missiles. That's great. So you just cast Firewall and it just like burns all the missiles away. So you're safe? Oh, that's amazing. Here we go. Here's the juice. Gameplay updates. General. Altar of Lilith unlocks are account-wide. We knew about this. Map discovery is account-wide. We knew about this. Whispers no longer reward sigil dust. I didn't actually even know that they did. Overall loot quality is significantly improved for silent chests. Oh, so I'm going to pick up Whispering Keys now. The channel time for Leave Dungeon has been increased from 3 to 5 seconds. We have reduced the tendency for many monsters to move around in combat so that melee characters don't have to chase down their enemies as much. That's really good for Infinimus. That's an Infinimus buff. DualSense, whatever. Okay. World Tier 2 has better bonuses. More gold. Monster drop 15% more items. We like where World Tier 2 has landed overall, but are increasing its reward pace to better align with its difficulty. That's not enough of a buff. World Tier 2 is still trash. It needs to be a little bit better than that, in my opinion. Level scaling inside dungeons in most overworld territories has been adjusted in World Tier 3 and 4. Monsters will begin to trail behind the player in level after a certain point, up to a maximum of 5 levels behind. This change does not affect World Bosses, Legion events, Fields of Hatred, Helltide, or Nightmare Dungeons. So essentially, you always want to be in these events. I mean, we were practicing Legion events last night, and they were already good, so we want to give players a better sense of their power progression and mastery of the world while challenging themselves. Okay, so they just want casuals to feel stronger instead of like always like super grindy. Okay, I understand. World Tier 3. If the player's level is 55, the monster's level is 55. If the player's level is 56 to 60, the monster's level is 55. If the player's level is 61, the monster's level is 56. If the player's level is 62, the monster's level is 57. Okay, so they're always like -5. Got it. If the player's level 75, the monster's level 75. 76 to 80, 75. 81, 76. Okay, cool. I like these examples. This does a really good job of illustrating this change. Whoever wrote this like deserves a medal. That's really good writing. Experience. Reward experience for completing Whispers in World Tier 3 and World Tier 4 has been significantly increased. Yes! Okay, Whispers are good. We've observed that the experience bonus rewarded for killing higher level monsters escalates too fast when compared to the relative challenge involved. We still want to reward players for taking on this challenge by encouraging them to participate in power leveling together, instead of one player killing enemies while another member of the party waits at the dungeon's entrance. We are adjusting the bonus experience rewards for killing monsters that are higher level than the player. So this is the current rewards, 15, 20, 25. Post 1.5 bonus per 10 levels. Per level up to 10 levels, sorry. 1.5, 3, 10 levels is 15. Wow. Well, strongholds are stronghold leveling is dead. Bye, stronghold leveling. We're also adjusting experience rewards for monster level offsets for higher world tiers. Wait, I don't understand. What is this? Experience rewards for monster level offsets. Current world tier level offsets. Up to +3, up to +10, up to +100? What is this? I don't know what this is. I don't know what an offset is. Oh, this is a grouping thing. No. This is a group thing. Of course I don't know what this is. I'm a solo player. Okay. For example, you're level 1. Your friends bring you into a world tier 4 and leave you at the entrance of a dungeon. They start killing level 100 monsters. You get the monster level. Okay. This is a group thing. Yeah, of course. You would never encounter this in solo. Helltide. We're looking to increase the danger in Helltide's risk-reward gameplay by making the monsters a bit more challenging. The tortured gift of mystery is harder to open. Okay, but can the meteors not be dangerous? Why are the meteors dangerous? I don't understand that. Helltide monsters are 3 levels higher than the player instead of 2. Okay. Tortured gift of mysteries chest has its cost increased to 250 cinders. That's fine. All interactable objects in Helltide zones have a small chance of dropping cinders. Oh, that's nice. Balance updates. Oh boy. Here we go. Prepare yourselves for the salt, ladies and gentlemen. As our community continues to battle the burning hells, the builds emerging from new players have shocked and delighted us. We've chosen to focus the Season of Malignance balance updates on clear itemization disparities over redesigns of class features. The class changes are largely focused on numeric increases to skill upgrades and legendary aspects that players haven't yet found compelling. Okay. Additionally, we're changing critical strike damage, Paragon glyphs to empower all damage, instead of only core skills to enable more build strategies. There are also a few class stat decreases on sources, which grant extreme amounts of damage, healing, or unstoppable. In general, we prefer build-specific changes to be bonuses instead of decreases, but we feel these changes are necessary. Oh, we're about to nerf everything. We're about to nerf everything. Diablo 4 is a game that is continuing evolving, and these adjustments will evolve, okay? All right, prepare for the Barbarian salt. Here we go. Although apparently my browser renders this as Aryan. Barbarian's gonna get nerfed so hard that it's just called Aryan now. We got rid of the barb part of Barbarian. Prepare yourself. Here we go. Oh man, I'm scared. I'm scared to read this. Is gonna be some big nerfs, right? That's what this is like. It's nerfs. That's what that reads. Okay, here we go. Violent double swings vulnerable duration increased. Oh, you know, I was just talking to some MAXROLL folks last night about how good double swing is as a build. Bone Spear is gone. Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there, guys. We'll get there, guys. Furious upheaval damage bonus per stack increased. Oh, that's upheaval got a buff. Okay, but the first 2 lines are buffs here. Barbarian or Aryan is getting buffs. Power charge cooldown reduction is now capped to 3 targets. Okay, that's a nerf. Tactical ground stop gain, fury gain increase from 25 to 40. That's a buff. Enhanced death blows damage to bosses increased by 50%. Enhanced steel grasp vulnerable duration increased. Guys, these are all buffs. Well, except for this. Rupture damage increased. Warrior's rupture attack speed increased and duration increased. Fighter's rupture healing increased. Well, Barbarian's gotten buffs. What? Where's the nerfs? Where's the nerfs? Hamstring now only slows healthy enemies. Oh, okay, well there it is. And slow amount increased. Actually, that's maybe a buff. Actually, no, that's a nerf. Never mind. Because you want to always... You actually don't care about the slow amount. You just care about the slowing. Cut to the bone, bleeding damage bonus to vulnerable reduced. Vulnerable damage reduced. This is really good for the game. This is really good for the game. Anything they can do to make vulnerable less impactful is so good for the game. Most of these skills aren't used. Well, that's why they're buffing them. Cool hit. Yeah, of course. Wrath Glyphs bonus now affects all damage. Oh, that's really good. Relentless Berserker's aspect berserking duration increased from 1 to 2. Battle Mad aspect berserking duration increased. Brawler's aspect damage increased. Aspect of Burning Rage damage increased. Aspect of Iron Warrior damage reduction increased. Slacking lucky hit chance increased. These are all buffs. Barbarian is getting buffed to heck. Aspect of Ancestral Echoes increased. Weapon Mastery lucky hit chance increased. Gore's Devastating Grips explodes every 2 seconds or after it ends. Its hit cap has been removed. I actually don't know if that's a buff or not. I would need a Barbarian a Barbarian made to comment on that. Fields of Crimson bleeding damage increased. I mean, guys, Barbarian got big buffs. Big buffs. Okay, so Druid is just a D. I don't know why my browser didn't render this correctly, but D. So we're gonna open D here, the D class. Enhanced claw attack speed buff. Storm strike damage reduction reduced. Okay, that's a Druid nerf. Boulder damage increased. Savage trample spirit gain increased by double. Prime lacerate healing increased. Cataclysm lightning damage increased, and tornado damage increased. Supreme Cataclysm vulnerable duration increased. Prime Cataclysm duration increased. Prime Grizzly Rage now grants unstoppable for 6 seconds instead of all active. Wow, what a nerf. Wow. Rip Druids. Provocation threshold required for guaranteed overpower reduced. Okay, so they're buffing overpowers. Masochistic now requires lucky hit chance. Prickle Skin Thorns, who cares? Iron Feather, maximum life, buff, bolster, fortify, increased. That's nice. Overlord load damage increased. Spirit Glyphs bonus now affects all damage. Okay, yeah, fantastic. Aspect of Calm Breeze, lucky hit chance increased, buff. Balance Aspect, maximum spirit increased. Aspect of Tempest, damage bonus increased. Skinwalker Aspect, healing increased. Symbiotic Aspect, cooldown reduction reduced. That's a nerf. Aspect of Stampede bonus, damage increased. Shepherd's damage bonus increased. Insatiable Fury Werebear skill ranks increased. Mad Wolf's Glee Werewolf skill ranks increased. Okay. Overall, a bunch of small nerfs for Druid and a bunch of small buffs for Druid and one gigantic nerf. All right, here's the one we care about. The Omancer, the Necromancer. Here we go. I'm nervous. Initiates Decompose slow increased. I still won't use it. Decompose is just so bad. Paranormal Sever cast required for vulnerable reduced from 4 to 3. Oh, that's really good. Sever, by really good, I mean that's a minor buff, right? Sever really needed that. That's great. Enhanced Blood Surge healing increased. Meh. Enhanced Blood Lance damage reduction for piercing. Oh, okay. So this is just a big damage buff for Blood Lance. That's nice. Bone Prison Essence gain. Dude, we're just seeing Infinimus buffs this whole thing. Aberrant Iron Man healing increased. Okay. Still not using Iron Maiden. Golems move faster and unhindered through enemies when their cooldown is activated. Oh, very nice. Supreme Blood Wave leaves behind blood orbs earlier in its path. Oh, nice. I like that. That means they're easier to pick up. Raise Skeleton, Corpse Explosion, and Corpse Tendrils range for auto-targeting corpses on mouse and keyboard increased by 50%. Yes! This is such a big buff. Oh my god, Infinimist is going to be amazing to play now. You mean I can actually target my corpses now? Amazing. Raise Skeletal Priest bonus damage increased. Doesn't really matter. Raise Skeletal Priest healing increased. Nice. I mean, that's nice, but like, doesn't really matter. Evulsion bonus damage to vulnerable reduced. They did this on Barbarian. That's really good for the game. That's really good. Reducing vulnerable damage anywhere you can is good for the game. Transfusion minion healing increased. Transfusion doesn't matter. I don't understand why this is even on the passive tree. Drain Vitality lucky hit chance increased by 5%. This is still trash. You could make this a 100% chance and it would still be bad. Amplify damage increased. Amplify damage increased, really? I'll take it. 3% more damage for Infinimist. Dude, it's like Infinimist buff, Infinimist buff, Infinimist buff. Everything I read is an Infinimist buff. They really want me to play Infinimist. Book of the Dead. Necromancer's minions automatically resummon in a world boss fight. Okay. Skeletal Warrior Defender upgrade Thorns. Who cares? Skeletal Mage upgrade requires additional Shadow Bolt reduced from 5 to 4. Okay, that's nice. For, again, I guess if you wanted to do Infinimist with minions, you could do that. Bone Skeletal Mage upgrade, Fortify amount, nobody cares. Iron Golem upgrade, attack for slam reduced. Okay, I mean, These are nice little, very tiny, minor buffs, but they don't really matter. Essence Glyph bonus now affects all damage instead of core skills. I mean, they did this on every other class, but like, Essence is such a good glyph. That crit damage bonus is going to be amazing. I got to figure out how to put this in my build now. Isn't this a Dex glyph? This is a Dex glyph. Thorns build will be a god now? No. Splintering. Oh, here we go. Splintering aspect bone shard damage bonus reduced from 50 to 30 to 60%. That is a bone spear nerf. It's not a big bone spear nerf, but it is a nerf. Aspect of plunging darkness bonus damage increased. Oh, this is actually like this is not a very good aspect anyway. Even with this buff, this is still meh. Coldbringer's Blizzard cooldown. Oh, that's nice. They want you to use Coldbringers, but it's still not going to see use because of minions. Aspect of Hungry Blood, chance to fire a Blood Lance. Oh, they really want you to use Blood Lance now. Blood soaked aspect damage increased. They really want you to use Blood Lance. Aspect of ultimate shadow damage increased by double. Infinimist. Wait. So Infinimist has ultimate shadow and lidless wall. Dude, what? Infinimist might be better than Bone Spear now. Bloodlance S tier. I don't see anything that makes Bloodlance super S tier, but it might be A tier. Infinimist Infinimist is already A tier, and it might be S tier. We probably have to play it to find out. It might be S tier now with these changes. Aspect of Grasping Veins, critical strike damage bonus reduced. It was OP. That's fine. I'm okay with that. That's not. You have 100% crit damage with bone builds anyway, and I don't even use this on Infinimist. This is fine. This is a big nerf, but it's not actually impactful. Osseous Gale aspect bonus bone storm duration increased. I'm not going to use Osseous Gale. It eats my corpses. Aspect of the Damned damage bonus increased. 50%. There's no way I can use Iron Maiden though. Blood Bathed aspect echo damage reduced. I'm still not using Blood Surge. Aspect of Reanimated Skeletons damage bonus. Okay, whatever. Bloodless Scream essence gain. The problem is not the essence gain. Like, you just can't freeze the mobs. This number doesn't matter. Deathless Visage damage increase. Okay, like, people were already using this anyway, so this is just like a Bone Spear buff. Summoner build is up from trash tier to F tier. Yeah. Dude, okay, I'm gonna make a whole video on Infinimist now. That's insane. They basically Blizzard just watched my stream and went, I want people to play that. Somebody at Blizzard was watching my stream and just went, I want them to play that, and then they just buffed my build. Am I wrong? Like, they literally, they must have just been watching my stream. No movement? No. Oh, no, sir. No movement? What do you mean? Excuse me. Excuse me? Craven mobile aspect? 40% movement speed. All the time. We cast slow, always, with the build. Was Bone Spear nerfed? A little bit, yeah. Bone Spear got a little nerf, and then it got a buff as well. So like a little bit this way. Yeah, we're gonna be moving at 40% movement speed, boys and girls. Everything is gonna be slowed all the time. Scroll. Okay. Rogue! Advanced rapid fire duration. Cool, rapid fire. Does Rogue need buffs, or in this case, E? The class's name is E. Caltrops cast speed. Who cares? Cold Enchanted Imbue Lucky Hit Chance increased. Oh, that's nice. Enchanted Smoke Grenade damage bonus. It still doesn't matter. Methodical Dash maximum cooldown reduction increased. I don't know if rogues use this. Stealth duration increased. That's nice. Dark Shroud chance. They buffed Dark Shroud? Does rogue need this? You guys are already the best class in the game. What the heck? Okay. Supreme Death Trap cooldown reduction increased. I mean, I already see good Death Trap builds. Victimize Lucky Hit Chance increased. Siphoning Strikes requires a Lucky Hit Chance. Rugged Damage reduction, damage over time increased. Mending Obscurity increased. Aftermath restored increased. Combat Glyphs bonus, that's very good. Eldritch Bounty legendary node duration increased. Preparation ultimate cooldown reduction increased. Aspect of Volatile Shadows damage increased. Icy Alchemist, they want you to use Frost. Not enough people are using Frost on Rogue. I kind of agree with that. Shadows Slicer aspect damage increased. Toxic alchemist damage increased. Vengeful aspect lucky hit chance increased. Imitated imbuements duration increased to 9 seconds. Wow. Vigor healing increased. Doesn't really matter. Lethal dust life of kill duration increased. Noxious ice bonus damage increased. Elusive managed dodge chance. Sky Hunter energy increased. Lucky hit chance increased. Okay. So mostly minor buffs for Rogue, except like minor buffs for Rogue is like they're already great. All right. Let's see about Sorcerer or Enhanced charged bolts damage increased. Ooh. I've already been looking at charged bolts as like a build, and buffing it is interesting. Destructive charged bolts damage reduction increased. Destructive incinerate damage reduction increased. Ice Blades cast cleanup has been tightened. Oh, nice. Firebolt damage increased. This is good for leveling. How bad did Bone Spear get nerfed? It got nerfed a little bit. Wizard's Firewall maximum damage increased. Mana regeneration. Firewall buff. Nice. Blizzard core skill mana reduction increased. Cooldown reduction increased. Nice. Elemental dominance now affects mastery skills. Ooh. Potent warding duration increased. Protective barrier duration increased. Align elements damage reduction per second. Mana shield damage reduction increased. Devouring blaze critical strike damage reduced by a lot. Wow, dude. They nerfed Sork. They nerfed crit strike damage on Sork hard. Oh my god. That's more than half. Ouch. Fiery Surge mana regeneration increased. Destruction glyph, okay, that's good. Spark enchantment chance to form. Crackling energy increased. Frozen Orb enchantment chance to be cast increased. That's a good increase. Initiate enchantment cooldown reduce. Hydra enchantment mana threshold reduce. Oh, that's really good. That's the 5-headed Hydra, right? That's nice. That's actually really nice. Aspect of efficiency mana cost reduction increased. And affects mastery skills. Nice. Armageddon damage increased. Nice. Shattered Stars damage increased. Serpentine duration reduction. Ooh, that's really nice. Glacial aspect ice shards bonus reduced. Glacial ice spark damage increased. Okay. Aspect of frozen tundra ice sparks damage increased. As frozen wake increased. Biting chill chance to apply vulnerable to frozen enemies increased. That's good. Encased aspect life and mana restore per second. Stable aspect chance for free cast. Oh, nice. Splintering energy. What? They want you to play a lightning build. Look at this. Look at this buff. Holy cow. What a buff. Maybe there's a lightning build for Sork. I mean, obviously I'm not like a Sork main, but this is such a buff. Holy crap. Aspect of unbroken tether chance for additional lightning, chain lightning chains increased. Gloves of Illuminator fireball damage reduction reduced. Oh, ouch. S's heirloom critical strike chance for move speed increased. Essadora's overflowing cameo chance to release a lightning nova damage increased. So they want you to play lightning. Reject fire, embrace lightning. There's some firewall buffs in there as well. Firewall as well. Okay. General aspects. Aspect of disobedient maximum stacks okay, nerf for disobedience. This is totally necessary. Disobedience was way too strong. Aspect of retribution bonus damage to stunned reduced. Okay. We weren't really using that anyway. It was like more of like a, can we fit this in the build? Exploiter's aspect bonus damage to unstoppable reduced. Same thing as retribution. Like, it could be good, but we still can't fit it in our builds. Starlight aspect resource restore increase. Still can't use it because like if you're like at 100% health, like this still doesn't help you. But they doubled this. That's pretty crazy. Butcher cleaver slow increased. Whatever. Drop rate adjustments. Okay, this is probably really important. Increased bonus to drop ancestral and sacred items in nightmare dungeons from 5 to 10%. Okay. Removed a 20% chance to drop an extra equipment item from elite monsters outside of nightmare dungeons and Helltide. Okay, so you really want to do nightmare dungeons and Helltide now. Increased chance to drop an extra equipment item from elite monsters in nightmare dungeons and Helltide by 10%. You really want to do nightmare dungeons and Helltide. Nightmare dungeons now have a 50% chance to drop a second legendary item on completion. Oh, that's now you really want to do nightmare dungeons. Nightmare dungeons give 3 rare items on completion, up from 1. Wow. Now you really want to do Nightmare Dungeons. Increased monster HP scaling from 85% to 100% bonus per extra player in party. This is a nerf to group play. That's really good. They need to nerf group play hard. This is a minor nerf to group play. So that's good. Adjusting the scaling of the Greed Shrine. Oh, that's nice. Oh, will Greed Shrine actually be good? World bosses now drop potions. There's no longer a limit on how many materials you can refine. Nice. Developer note, many affixes are too efficient and outshining alternatives. We're looking to refine the outliers, improve the number of meaningful choices on competitive slots, and increase the overall flexibility of items. We know these changes will reduce the total amount of possible power-up character can possess, so we'll be monitoring how these changes affect players' ability to conquer expected milestones. Big nerfs. Okay, here we go. We're increasing the availability of the affixes below to make them easier to include in different builds. Control impairment duration reduction can now appear on pads. Nobody wants this. No, this is not how you fix CC in the game. Wrong. Bad. Obviously bad. That's bad for the game. Barrier generation can now appear for all classes? That's bad for the game. I guess they gotta dilute the loot pool somehow to keep you playing, right? Lucky hit chance while you have a barrier can now appear for all classes. Reduced by 12% when on helm and 20% when on amulet or offhand. I don't know if I like it on all classes, but that's okay. Actually, Infinimus puts this on helm, doesn't they? Don't they? Especially with the new lidless wall. Mastery skill damage newly added can appear on sorcerer weapons. Scales identically to core skill damage. Oh, nice. Resistance to all elements. Eventually resist will be good, guys. The core stat bonus on weapons has been overperforming, so we're pulling back this bonus. Okay, so core stat bonus on weapons is gone? Oh, no, it's just pulled back. It's halved. Okay. Cooldown reductions often felt mandatory due to their raw power. They always are mandatory. We imagine cooldown reduction will remain highly desirable, but the penalty for not prioritizing it won't be as harsh. Cooldown reduction reduced by 30%. Wow, dude. And then imbuement and trap. Ouch, dude. It doesn't matter, we have Decrepify. We're seeing critical strike damage and vulnerable damage often viewed as a hard requirement for a build success in Diablo 4. We believe this is a step towards allowing more builds to flourish and will continue to make changes to support this goal. Yes! So good. This is my number 2 worst thing about Diablo 4. Let's see how they fix it. Hopefully they fix it in a good way. Okay. Critical strike damage is reduced by 17%. Lightning critical strike damage reduced by 17%. Boner imbued reduced by 17%. Vulnerable damage reduced by 40%. That's so good. Guys, this is so good for the game. You can play other builds now. This is a... Oh, wait. Okay, so this is an insane buff for Infinimist. Yeah. Every overpower build, Bloodlance just got really good. Because, okay, guys, everything is relative, right? Like, you might be thinking, oh my god, my Bone Spear just got nerfed. Like, that's not what this is. That's not what this is. What this is it's looking at the whole game and it's going, vulnerable damage is bad for the game. We're fixing it. That's what this is, okay? So now you can make different builds. This is so good, man. Great job, Blizzard. Good. Great for the game. So people are going to be so salty about this, but this is amazing for the game. Disparities and inherent affixes can rule some weapons out before the rest of their stats are even rolled. Cooldown reduction on offhands reduced. Crit damage on swords reduced. Vulnerable damage on crossbows reduced. Wow. People are malding? Of course they are, yeah. But Vuln is so... This is so good for the game. Now, this right here deletes the two-handed sword meta. Two-handed sword meta is gone. Now it's one-handed wand plus lidless. We'll still use tendrils, right? Right, yes. You might not use Vuln on tendrils, though. Damage bonus to crowd control enemies was overperforming. Damage to crowd control enemies reduced. Damage to frozen increased. We've seen skillful players are frequently slaughtering monsters many levels above their own. We want to support this, but the current situations belong what would be correct for long-term health of the game. Listen to what they're saying here. The current situation is beyond what we believe is correct for the long-term health of the game. So they're thinking, guys, they're working on Season 2, Season 3, Season 4 already, right? So they already know what's coming, and they went, we got to make room for this other stuff. We're shifting power to many offensive aspects from defensive aspects. We know this will make our in-game content more deadly, particularly for those chasing our pinnacle boss, an encounter not meant for the faint of heart. Okay. We know overcoming the pinnacle boss will take every ounce of grit you can muster. We'll continue to evaluate feedback. Okay. Physical damage increased, fire damage increased, 25% across the board for all the elemental damage, right? Physical damage over time increased 40. Fire damage over time increased 40. Shadow damage... Infinimist. Who's playing Infinimist? Damage with two-hand bludgeoning weapons, two-hand slashing weapons, dual-wielding weapons, range weapons, just 25% across the board. Blood skill damage, bone skill damage, increased 25. Wait, where's my shadow skill damage? Darkness skill damage, there we go. They sorted it alphabetically, not by class. Okay. Brawling skill damage, darkness skill damage, earth, fire, wind, water. Okay, yeah, they did all of them. All the skill damages. Total armor reduced by 30%. Here we go. Woo! Yikes!
Guys, armor was overperforming, so we deleted it from the game.
Attack speed for 4 seconds after dodging an attack. Oh, increased attack speed. This one in particular is kind of interesting. Werebear form armor reduced. Werewolf form armor reduced. Damage reduction from close reduced. Damage reduction from distance reduced. Damage reduction from bleeding reduced. Burning reduced. Poison reduced. Affected by shadow damage over time reduced. Fortified reduced. End of patch notes. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.